Impact Wrestling presents Slammiversary. Saturday the 19th of June, exclusively on Impact Plus and Fight TV, Ultimate X returns. The high-risk, high-wire spectacular known as Ultimate X will return at Impact's summer pay-per-view extravaganza, Slammiversary, as one of the most exciting match types in all of professional wrestling. Ultimate X played an important role in putting Impact Wrestling on the map. This Ace Austin's X Division Championship will be on the line, but who will his opponent be? Honor No More's Kenny King, Speedball Mike Bailey, and former X Division champion Trey McGew were victorious in qualifying matches to punch their ticket to Slammiversary. Plus, Jack Evans makes his long-awaited Impact return, and Ace Austin's former friend Alex Zane rounds out the field. Josh Alexander versus Eric Young in a span defeated Moose to become the new champion at Rebellion, and defeated him again in a rematch on Impact, then retained the Impact World title over Ishii at Under Siege. Now the walking weapon turns his attention towards Slammiversary. He will defend his title against the winner of the gauntlet for the gold, the maniac leader of Violent by Design, Eric Young. Alexander has made one thing abundantly clear: he is ready to take on all challenges as the new face of Impact Wrestling. Will Alexander's trend-setting reign continue, or is Young walking out of Nashville with the gold design? Queen of the Mountain. It's time for the knockouts of Impact Wrestling to make history once again. For the 5 knockouts will compete in a Queen of the Mountain match as Tasha Steelz defends her title in one of the most unique match types in professional wrestling. As revealed by Impact Hall of Fame Gail Kim, challenging her will be a lineup of former knockouts world champions Chelsea Green, Jordan Grace, Deonna Purrazzo and Mei Yim, who made her shocking Impact return at Under Siege. Who will climb the ladder and hang the title to lead Impact Wrestling's 12th celebration as the Knockouts World Champion? The Briscoes versus Good Brothers. 2 of the greatest tag teams in professional wrestling history are set to collide at Slammiversary, but only one is due altercation between the Good Brothers and the reigning Impact World Tag Team Champions, the Briscoes, when Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson reminded them boys that they never defeated them in Impact Wrestling. Never backing down from a fight, the Briscoes accepted their challenge before Impact Executive Vice President Scott D'Amore made the match official. Having scored the victory over Jay and Mark Briscoe early this year at Multiverse of Matches, will the Good Brothers reclaim their spot as the top of the mountain, or will the boys prove that they are the new face of Impact Tag Team Division? Honor No More versus Impact Originals. If Honor No More doesn't get what they want, nobody does. When they were denied a rematch with the Good Vice President Scott D'Amore themselves to interrupt the bout between Impact veterans Chris Sabin and Kazarian. The attacks continued 1 week later when they took Rhino out of action with a vicious steel chair assault. Now D'Amore has asked Chris Sabin and Frankie Kazarian and Alex Shelley, with finding two partners who have competed for Impact Wrestling in the past, battle Honor No More in a 5-on-5 showdown at Slammiversary. Who will reign supreme when Honor No More collides with the Impact Originals in the birthplace of Impact Wrestling, Nashville, Tennessee? Monsters Ball, Moose vs Sami Callihan. At Under Siege, Sami Callihan made his jaw-dropping return to Impact Wrestling as he targeted the man who broke his leg and took him action last year. Moose Machine vowed to make Moose's life a living hell, playing mind games with the former Impact World Champion at every turn. Callihan even played a role in costing Moose a coveted Impact World title opportunity in the Gauntlet for the Gold. Following a violent brawl on Impact that saw Callihan lock Moose inside of a dark storage room, we can now confirm that a blockbuster match has been made official. Sami Callihan will collide with Moose in a match with no disqualifications, no countouts, and no shortage of weapons. This is Monster Ball. What will happen when two of the most accomplished stars in Impact go head to head? Find out at this event. Leave the links for ordering on Fight TV, and I will also leave the link for subscribing to Impact Plus in the description column down below as well. The Influence versus Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. At Slammiversary, former friends and enemies Rosemary and AAA Reina de Reyes champion Taya Valkyrie will join forces to challenge The Influence for the Knockouts World Tag Team titles after Havoc failed to prove herself to The Influence. She disappeared from the Impact Zone. 1 week later, Rosemary scored a huge victory over Tenille Dashwood in a singles action, but quickly found herself on the receiving end of a 2-on-1 beatdown. There to make the save was as she assisted Rosemary in sending The Influence scurrying to the back. Can Rosemary and Valkyrie coexist in order to add yet another championship milestone to their long list of accolades, or will The Influence continue their trend-setting reign? Rich Swann versus Brian Myers. Despite defeating Matt Cardona at the Wrestling Revolver to become the new digital media champion, Rich Swann does not have possession of the belt he rightfully earned after Cardona lost. He stole the title and escaped from the venue, but Cardona would suffer an injury, requiring him to step away from in-ring competition. Cardona passed the belt on to his long-term ally, and the stage is now set. Rich Swann tours Brian Myers with the digital media title up for grabs. Reverse Battle Royal. Then one of the most notorious match types in Impact Wrestling history makes its long-awaited return as the Reverse Battle Royal comes to countdown, featuring a unique set of rules where all competitors start outside of the ring and fight their way in. You never know who may show up for the shot at greatness. I will leave the links for ordering Slammiversary on Fight TV, and I will also leave the link for subscribing to Impact Plus in the description column down below as well.